Okay, so the theme is identities and the topic is language and identity. What I see in the picture literally is 9 different people that are having different hairstyles, different clothing, different body features. They have similar but different also hats. I see people with different mustaches. I see a guy with braids. I see 2 girls with blue and pink hair. I see people with different glasses. And I think, in the metaphorical sense, I see a picture that actually represents the diversity and personality of each and every one of these people, which has its own identity. In points 3, 4, and 5, it cannot be described because this is a computer generated image and it does not have these elements. I think the purpose of this picture is to show the beauty of diversity of people and to reflect on ourselves about the social issues like racism or bullying that are a mockery of someone else's identity. And this actually impedes diversity. And I think as we reflect, we can see that we are really just storming a teacup because it is not an important thing to mention about someone, and it is not a thing that invalidates someone else's opinion or value. I can relate this to myself because I have an identity of my own. I am different from everyone else, like everyone else is too from everyone else. I like basketball, I like mathematics and sports, and I have my own personality, my own political opinions, my own ways to think and socialize. And I think that is what actually makes me myself. I can relate this to Mexico because Mexico has a culture of constant mockery of of the identity of people. And these social issues actually stem from the intolerance of being with someone that is not the same as you are. And I think this discrimination can be in all sorts of ways, like race, sexuality, social status, or gender. Take it from me, I've been to Mexico and I've seen the culture of Mexican schools in Mexico in the streets. So I've seen that mockery is really normalized in this culture. It is really normal. Actually, there is a statistic done by Juan Antonio Vega Baez in 2012 that says that about 17% of students in primary schools in Mexico suffer from physical violence and 14% in secondary schools. Well, I can relate this to United Kingdom because in the process of colonization that endured a lot of time, they enforced their culture and their identity and their language into another place and another culture. But actually, this hasn't gone on because if we see the study made by the University of Manchester that they did in 2008, we can see that since 1991, the percentage of people in the UK which do not are ethnic whites have doubled in size from 7% to 14%, improving diversity in the country. In conclusion, I think that the tolerance of the different identities that each person can have is very important, and to respect that is a really important asset of our life and a very good thing to do as a human being. And this will lead us to live better and make others live better too.